On this episode, we're rewiring the 92 Ducati 900 SS. So I ordered this back in January. So this is December. And then shipping and all of that other hassle. I got it in the summertime sometime. And it's set in the box, waiting patiently for me to get ready. And you know, it's one of those things. I've been busy working on the truck. I got that Fiat outside. I've been working on that. But I also have a motorcycle trip coming up on Friday. Today's Sunday. So I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to rewire this whole motorcycle. I'm going to say it's possible. So I got this kit from Revival Cycles in Austin, Texas. And then I also ordered their wiring kit and their loom kit. There's downloadable instructions for the MO-Unit. This one is the blue, so it's Bluetooth capable, and we can program it with our phone to do funny things. So all I've done so far is take the fairings off, took the hood off, took the fuse box loose, disconnected the battery. So this is going to power all of the accessories, or, you know, things, lights, horn, blinkers, start, the stuff. It's going to do the things. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of these relays. And we're going to minimize the wiring harness. The way this system works is you've got the power inputs coming from the switch gears. They run over here. Some of them run into this. And then it runs from that back out to wherever it's going. So think of this as this. And to be honest, if we wanted to, we could just start cutting wires here and plugging them in here. But we can get rid of all of this stuff and clean all of this up, because we really aren't going to need it anymore. I'm going to try to take it slow so y'all can watch and maybe figure something out that I'm doing wrong. It'd probably be a good idea if you had a wiring diagram. So this is out of the Haynes manual, and this is mine, 92 SS 91 to 93 models. So this has all of our wire routing from where to what and why. So some of the things that we aren't going to mess with, we're not going to mess with the pickups from the stator running to the rectifier. We're not going to mess with the coils and all of those things. We just make sure they get power, and then those systems are running independent of the MO-Unit, I think. But yes, I mean, I know. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with some easy stuff and make sure we're doing it right, and then we can keep going. And I've got some extra wires running in here. We'll deal with those. I didn't put them back. I didn't put them over here. Maybe it's not a good day for this. We will endeavor to persevere. Endeavor to persevere. Where are my cutters? Where are my cutters? They're not right here. I had them in my hand. I walked around. Been in this general area. I cut that. I didn't cut anything else. I don't know where they are. So that's bullshit. There they are. On the floor, they don't belong there. Okay. So let me take this off because I'm not going to need it right now. So I had to I had to fabricate this on the road when I had a power failure. And I'm just going to unclip this stuff for now. There was a episode a while back where I had a bad battery ground. I couldn't get this bike to start. Well, it would start intermittently and die. And I kind of lost it. And I took all the sheathing off, traced every wire, looking for something that I couldn't find until I accidentally touched the battery and everything turned back on. So there was a hasty rewire, and some of these are just too long and redundant. So you have a plug that goes into a light bulb that just pulls out. So I don't see the need to have a plug here with all these extra wires when I can just wire those straight, because this thing just pulls out. It doesn't make sense to me. So these will get shorted and redone. I have to get this off. Stop putting stuff there if you're gonna drop it. Idiot. So this big debacle here is all of the ground wires from everything. So they all run together and they run into this. So the way this works is, this is ignition switch. And so ignition switch plugs into here, and then it goes into here and disappears into this big bundle of fused stuff runs in. So our hot leads are running into fused stuff and then running back out on a different wire. This is just like that. So you got input in, input out. We have to figure out where we're going to mount this. And I was kind of thinking, I might put it right here. Because why? Well, number one, this is ground post for the whole thing. And then I could just put this on there and ground it out. And then we have to run a hot lead from the battery. But this thing is sealed, so we don't have to worry about water. If I wanted to, I could build a plate and go like that. So if I take headlight, I like it. I like it. I like it. Let me fab up a bracket real fast. So they supply you with some 5mm bolts. So I got a piece of, this is probably 11 gauge aluminum plate. And then what I did is I drilled out their unit with 732s and I ran a 6mm tap through it. So I'm screwed through the back side. This leaves me this open to put ground to, if I need to, ground wires. I can bolt them on there. And then this is my other mount. It's still loose in the middle. But, you know, I just want to make sure I'm going to be able to get it in there. This one's easy. The one in the back is a pain in the ass. But it's fine, right? And I think that will work for me. It's out of the way. If I put my headlight on. Okay, so my headlight's above it. I got a little bit of play in here. But this is my ground. So I got to get that positioned. And then bolt everything down again. So I'm going to take the back one out first. Once I get past the ignition switch, it comes out a lot easier. I'll probably put that right there. Let me just triple check this thing. Where's the bolt? Why do I keep putting everything where I don't need it? That all goes together. And then I don't have to play with it like this where it's hard to play with. I can play with it like this, and then we can flip it up to plug it in. Like I said before, this is the ground wires. All of the stuff is grounded to this block, except for this one for some reason, and then a couple of others. These coming from the switch gears and the ignition switch and the brake light switch, all of these three. Let me see, there's one more. This one. That's stuck behind this. Yeah. So these four are our inputs because we're going to take power, ignition, lights, horn, blinkers, brake light switch, plug it into our M unit. So this is all going to come to here and get plugged in. It goes through all these other connections, and then it goes to the units, the bulbs, the starter switch, the starter relay, the starter, what is that thing called? Starter solenoid, goes to the starter solenoid and whatnots. So if we unplug here, and we can, right? So this is our ignition switch. We'll set that to the side. This is our right turn. Switch. Right hand switch. Left hand switch. This is our right hand switch. And then this is our brake light switch. I'm going to cut this one here because we're going to use part of it. I don't know which part. Let me double check. Yes, it runs to the switch. So I'm going to take these two wires. I'm going to cut them right here. Pull them out of the way. Because I want all of this stuff together anyway. On the same side of the brake line, like that. Yes. Okay. So those are our inputs. The rest of this stuff is pretty much fixing to get ripped out. Okay? So y'all just relax while I do some stuff here. One of these is a blinker relay, and the other one is a ignition relay, but we're not going to need them anymore. So again, this is keyed ignition switch. This is right hand switch, so this is, you know, start, off, run. And this is brake light switch. And I'm just going to move them over here for now. I got to untangle some of this mess first because it bothers me. So in this episode, all of these blue ones are grounds. Pink and black here is probably left and right turned. I don't know where these go, but we'll figure it out. In this instance, this black is going to be ground. So what I want to do is take all of this stuff off right now. These are going to pop off like this. Oh man, that would have been a great spot to put that thing. I could have just bolted it right here. I still can. These are the things you think about after you've already done something. And I'm going to take these all loose. So let's see if we take MO-Unit. It fits right here. Look at that. I just saved you having to build a bracket. You watch me do it wrong, and then you don't have to suffer like I did. So this doojab will fit right here on this bracket where they had all of these wires plugged in. So I'm going to take this thing off and probably toss it. But I could also, you know, use it as a template for drilling holes. So there's that. They're pop riveted twice. So now we found our new mounting location. So if I take this, I can go like this and mark and drill my holes. I don't need a 30mm bolt anymore. Yeah, I do. Because I'm drilling through. This one is not going to fit though, bro. So if I go like this, yeah, and then I can go like this. And then, which way are we going to mount it? I think I liked it like this best. Sorry. You're the one in the way, not me. So I'll give you a look. It's like it was made for it. It's a good fit. So if you think about what we're doing here, all of this is going to the back of the bike. This is all going to get plugged in right here, basically, because that's what it's for. And then these are going to get plugged in on this side, and all of this gets cut off, gone. So our relays, our our relays, our fuses, all of that stuff is in here, plus more. So there's enough wire here to twist this around and plug it in. We cut the tips off, put on our little ferrules, and tick, 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 and we're done. So it's almost over. Let's put it that way. I'm almost finished. Not really. I'm gonna take a break. I gotta eat some dinner. I'll be up all night. We're gonna be wiring a motorcycle. Y'all take a break.